Hello everyone, this is John, the Watch Concierge, and today I want to talk about the Caravelle New York brand and also just these watches right here that I have. But before we go into that, I do want to give a shout out to David Schwartz and Matt Johnson from the Beer and Watches channel. They both do watch reviews and have some great videos up there, and I kind of look up to them in terms of this YouTube watch community and the way they present themselves and how they have improved over the years with these watch reviews that they do, and just the way they have also grown as well as I have. And of course they have a lot more followers and have been doing it for a while longer than I have, but we've all kind of been growing and learning from each other, and I think that's also great to share and give them shout outs to each other. So that's one thing I appreciate them for. They've helped my channel grow, and I've just watching their channel and kind of contributing, and them contributing in my channel always helps. So it's a really cool community, and I just wanted to give them a shout out, and I'll post their links on my description. But now we can go into the Caravelle New York brand, which now they just go by Caravelle. They are a Bulova Corporation brand, so these watches do have some kind of history to them. They're not just your basic fashion watch like Daniel Wellington and all these other ones like Michael Kors, which are just fashion watch brands. Or Michael Kors in itself is a fashion brand in general. So Michael Kors and Calvin Klein and these other ones where they are focused mainly in fashion, but they also have a line of watches that they also make, which actually I believe it's made by Fossil Group in terms of Michael Kors, and I think some other fashion brands that have the Fossil Group do make all their watches. And yeah, it's a debatable, kind of controversial topic, I guess, because fashion watches, most people think to these upcoming and more recent fashion watch brands like Filippo Loretti and Daniel Wellington and Movement watches. So those are particular, in particular they started as watch brands, but they are fashion watch brands. So unlike Michael Kors, where they were already a fashion brand, and then later developed the idea to have their line of watches, these brands had started out as fashion watch brands initially. Whereas Caravelle, or Caravelle New York, they started in 1962. It was our original, and it is our original Bulova brand, and it's the fashion watch brand of Bulova. And Bulova has different types of watches from kind of high end to they have the Accutron and the Chronographs, and they have a variety of watches, and so this is their line of watches that are specifically targeted for people into style and design, and kind of want to stand out, and so they want to wear something like kind of flashy like this, or just something very fashionable. And so I had someone try to tell me that these aren't fashion watch brands because I guess they're not like Michael Kors, where they're fashion brands and then they also make watches or fashion watches. Bulova, of course, started as a watch company, and they ended up having a fashion watch brand. But this guy doesn't think Caravelle's a fashion watch brand, but it totally is. They just the basics. They use generic watch movements. They use mineral crystal. I don't think any of the Caravelle watches have sapphire crystal or any kind of really impressive movement, really. So if they're not fashion watch brands, then if this is not a fashion watch and Caravelle isn't a fashion watch brand, then what is it? So that's what I kind of, when I asked this guy, or it's just something I don't understand why he brought that up and made it seem like it's not when it is. So I think he maybe has to do his research, and just kind of look into the history and see their website and look at all the how their website is, who their website targets, and you can tell they have the fashion models in there and everything. They have watches for men and women, and they sell these watches at Macy's. So I think that's, that already tells a lot by just going over those things, and that tells a lot about the brand and how it is a fashion watch brand. And it started in 1962. It has here on the description, Caravelle offers quality watches inspired by vintage roots, which of course comes from just the Bulova brand, or Bulova Corporation, and that stand the test of time and everyday basics with classic designs. Caravelle encompasses style and sophistication. Collection features relevant timepieces, combining past and modern influences, and delivers value with superior quality. And to wear with style, to wear for life. That's their motto, I guess. So if you go into their into their website, you can definitely tell that these watches, they're made for a certain group of people. And it's, I guess, usually the ones that go into Macy's and, they want to look for some nice watches, and they come across these. And they're like, okay, these are nice. Or I guess the type of watches that I guess you could kind of compare them to might be maybe Citizen watches, which Citizen has a variety of watches. Some are kind of more in the fashion watch type of section, and others have other, like the Eco Drive and all these other different styles and models that they have, which I guess just go into just I don't know what category do they go into, right? I guess just a general value, good value for a decent watch, I guess, or for the quality, right? But these, I mean, they are slightly overpriced, although when I got them, I think I got this one for like $140, which is, considering I bought them at Macy's, and I probably got some discounts also, and it probably was on sale and whatever. This one I think I got for maybe $120, or maybe less, maybe even 90 or 60 bucks. I forgot how much it was, but of course I also didn't get these watches when Caravelle was probably at its prime. So I got this in around 2015 or so. So this is the more of the newer one that I've had, maybe 2 years, or actually probably more than that, maybe 3 years or so, since I probably had this one, maybe even more than that, but I don't remember. But anyways, they've lasted so far, and I did a review on the same model but with a different color, with the blue dial and the silver bracelet, and they're good watches, they're decent watches, and I just wanted to go over the other two that I had, which are different colors. And let me go over the number here. The 45A119 on this one is the model number, and the reference number on this one is the 45A106. So they're part of the same models, but they just have different numbers because they are different colors. So, and let's see here. They are chronograph watches. As you can tell, they have 3 subdials here. This is the seconds chronograph, and this is the minute chronograph, and this is the 24-hour subdial. So you have the dual time here, 12 and 24, so military or European time, and the US standard time, I guess. And same thing with this one, right? So as you can see, this is a two-tone gold and gunmetal grayish, and I really like the dial. I like how they have this kind of really unique design for this dial. And this one here is just blue, like a deep kind of blue with the black indices and numbers. And they have lume on the hands. Both of them have lume on the hands. They're just really cool watches in terms of design and style, but they are just very basic. They have basic movements probably. I think they have like a Myota or Miyota movement, or maybe even a Chinese movement. I forgot. I think I did open one of these up, but I don't remember what was inside. But I think it was a Miyota. And so this is, you know, that goes into what the fashion watch is. It's just there for the looks, not so much what's inside the watch, what kind of movement they have. And it's also a mineral crystal. They are only 30-meter water resistant, so you can't really go in the pool with these. These are just splash resistant. Technically, you can't really submerge them. So, but if you're washing your hands or maybe washing your car and some water splashes on it, you should be fine. You can tell that they have here Caravelle, New York, designed in New York by the Bulova Corporation. So water resistant, and yeah. And it's stainless steel, all stainless steel, pretty heavy watches, I guess you could say. 44 millimeter case size and a case thickness of 12 millimeters. And yeah, they're pretty nice looking watches, but very basic. I think I'm gonna sell this one. I actually put it up for sale, but so far I haven't really got anyone interested or willing to pay the price that I want them to pay. Because I mean, so far, I mean, they're in pretty good condition and they've lasted a long time. They just have minor scratches, and you can tell the color on this one is fading away. This one I've had it for not as long, and also I don't wear it as often, so you can tell this one still has the color on them. So that's why I also want to keep this one. It's kind of the newer one, and it's unique, right? You don't find, I guess, too often a black metal watch like this, or black coated with the blue dial. And it's a very interesting blue dial. It's kind of like a deep blue, really pretty. But yeah, so I definitely consider these fashion watches. If you don't think these are fashion watches, and if you kind of want to talk more about the fashion watch term and what it means, let me know. And, you know, make sure to comment, give me some feedback, subscribe, like, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to check out the other videos. I also have another model of the Caravelle brand that I also reviewed, and you should check that out. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Also, if you want any watches to purchase, I'll actually put the links for these on my description here. And also, if you're looking for other kinds of watches from not such big brands, or just, you know, recognizable names or recognizable brands, you can find that on the watchconcierge.net. And I have a variety of different watches, from, you know, chronographs to dress watches, and a lot of different prices also, so you can find affordable watches there. And also affordable, yeah, just in general, it's an affordable category, and that's my focus, is just selling affordable watches. But you'll find $900 tourbillons on my watch as well, so $900 isn't, you know, isn't necessarily, I guess, affordable, but when you're talking about a tourbillon, it definitely is, considering the price of a tourbillon. But yeah, guys, make sure to, you know, do all that, and also subscribe not only to my channel, but also David Schwartz and Matt Johnson from Beard Watches. I have their links on the description as well, and I hope to see you guys next time.